What if I told you that there are only 7 fundamental ways to build serious wealth, and that most people waste their entire lives pursuing methods that don't actually work? Today, I'm going to break down every legitimate path to wealth in 2025, explain why most people choose the wrong ones, and reveal which strategies actually have the highest probability of success for normal people starting from zero. We'll cover traditional paths like investing and entrepreneurship, but also newer opportunities that technology has created, and I'll show you the mathematical reality behind each approach. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly which wealth building strategy makes the most sense for your situation, and why combining certain strategies creates exponential rather than linear wealth growth. But here's what's going to surprise you most. The fastest path to wealth isn't what most people think it is. And the safest path to wealth is actually much more powerful than most people realize. Let's start with the foundation that makes all other wealth building possible: high income skills. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, but it's the fastest way to create the cash flow that funds every other wealth-building strategy. In 2025, certain skills can command $100,000 to $500,000 per year or more, and they don't require traditional college degrees. Sales skills, particularly in B2B technology or real estate, can generate enormous incomes. Software development, data analysis, digital marketing, and copywriting are all skills that companies desperately need and pay premium prices for. What makes these high-income skills so powerful is that they can be developed relatively quickly, often in 6 to 18 months of focused learning. Here's what's crucial to understand. High-income skills aren't just about making money, they're about creating the financial foundation that makes investing and entrepreneurship possible. Without cash flow, every other wealth-building strategy becomes much harder or impossible. Path number 2, systematic investing, and this is where most people should start. The mathematics of compound growth are so powerful that even modest, consistent investing creates serious wealth over time. But in 2025, systematic investing has become more accessible and effective than ever before. Index fund investing remains the most reliable path to wealth for most people. Here's a mind-blowing statistic. Someone who invested $500 per month in the S&P 500 for the past 30 years would have over $1.2 million today. That's turning $180,000 of contributions into $1.2 million through compound growth. But 2025 offers new systematic investing opportunities. Robo-advisors have made portfolio management accessible to everyone. REITs allow you to invest in real estate without buying properties. Target date funds automatically adjust your portfolio as you age. The barriers to sophisticated investing have essentially disappeared. Path number 3, entrepreneurship, but not the way most people think about it. Traditional entrepreneurship, starting a business from scratch, has a high failure rate and requires significant capital. But 2025 has created new forms of entrepreneurship that are more accessible and less risky. Digital entrepreneurship is exploding. Creating online courses, building software as a service products, starting e-commerce businesses, or building content-based businesses all have lower startup costs and higher scalability than traditional businesses. What's powerful about digital entrepreneurship is that you can start while maintaining your regular income, reducing the risk significantly. The key insight about entrepreneurship in 2025 is this: you don't need to invent something completely new. You need to solve existing problems more effectively than current solutions. Most successful entrepreneurs aren't inventors, they're improvers. Path number 4, real estate investing, which remains one of the most reliable wealth-building strategies. But real estate in 2025 looks different than it did in previous decades. Traditional rental properties still work, but they require significant capital and active management. Real estate investment trusts, or REITs, allow you to invest in real estate with as little as $100. Crowdfunding platforms let you invest in commercial real estate projects that were previously only available to wealthy investors. House hacking, where you live in a multi-unit property and rent out the other units, can provide both housing and investment returns simultaneously. What makes real estate powerful is that it provides multiple wealth-building benefits: monthly cash flow, tax advantages, and long-term appreciation. Over time, real estate has historically kept pace with or exceeded inflation, protecting and growing wealth. Now here's where it gets really interesting, because this next path is completely new to 2025. Path number 5, the creator economy, which has become a legitimate wealth-building strategy. Content creators, influencers, YouTubers, podcasters, and newsletter writers are generating serious income through audience monetization. But this isn't just about going viral or getting famous. The creator economy works because it allows you to monetize your knowledge, personality, or skills directly. You can build an audience around any expertise you have, then monetize that audience through sponsorships, products, courses, or affiliate marketing. What's powerful is that once you build an audience, you have a direct connection to customers for any future business ventures. The key to success in the creator economy is consistency and value creation. You don't need millions of followers, you need engaged followers who trust your recommendations and find value in your content. Path number 6, alternative investments, which have become accessible to regular investors in ways that weren't possible before. This includes investing in startups through equity crowdfunding platforms, buying shares in collectibles through fractionalized investing, or investing in commodities and cryptocurrency. These alternative investments can provide diversification and potentially higher returns, but they also come with higher risk. The key is to treat them as a small portion of your overall investment strategy, not as your primary wealth-building vehicle. Cryptocurrency deserves special mention here. While highly volatile and speculative, crypto has created enormous wealth for early investors. The key with crypto is to invest only what you can afford to lose and to understand that it's more like venture capital than traditional investing. Path number 7, optimization and arbitrage. This might be the most overlooked wealth-building strategy, but it's incredibly powerful when applied consistently. This involves finding inefficiencies in markets, systems, or pricing and exploiting them legally and ethically. Credit card churning, where you earn sign-up bonuses and optimize rewards, can generate thousands of dollars annually. Geographic arbitrage, where you earn income from high-cost areas while living in low-cost areas, can dramatically increase your savings rate. Tax optimization, where you legally minimize your tax burden, can save tens of thousands of dollars over time. The beautiful thing about optimization and arbitrage is that it works alongside every other wealth-building strategy, amplifying their effectiveness. But here's the most important insight of all. The fastest path to wealth in 2025 isn't choosing one strategy. It's strategically combining multiple strategies that reinforce each other. The most effective approach is to start with high-income skills to create cash flow, then use systematic investing to build a foundation of wealth, while exploring entrepreneurship or real estate for acceleration opportunities. This creates multiple streams of wealth building that compound together. For example, you might develop copywriting skills to increase your income, invest the extra money in index funds and REITs, start a content creation business around your expertise, and optimize your taxes and expenses to keep more of what you earn. Each strategy feeds the others, creating exponential rather than linear growth. The mathematical reality is this: combining a 20% increase in income with 15% annual investment returns, plus a side business generating $2,000 monthly, while optimizing expenses to save an additional $500 monthly, creates wealth accumulation that far exceeds what any single strategy could achieve. What's crucial to understand is that wealth building in 2025 isn't about finding one perfect strategy. It's about building a system of strategies that work together over time. The people who get rich aren't necessarily the ones who choose the best single strategy, They're the ones who consistently execute multiple strategies simultaneously. Start with what's most accessible to you right now. If you have skills, monetize them at a higher level. If you have income, start investing it systematically. If you have ideas, test them as side businesses. If you have expenses, optimize them aggressively. The beautiful thing about 2025 is that all of these wealth building paths are more accessible than ever before. Technology has democratized investing, entrepreneurship, real estate, and optimization in ways that previous generations couldn't imagine. If this breakdown of wealth building strategies was valuable to you and you want to learn more about implementing these approaches effectively, subscribe for more insights like this.